Hey YouTube, Custom Edgeworks here with another, I bet you thought I was going to say knife review. Not this time. It's actually going to be related to cigars. I decided I'm going to start doing reviews that are a little bit more broad. My main passion is knives and weapons and tactical gear, guns, all that good stuff, which I'm going to start doing as well. But knives was my primary. As you can see, I have some other interests as well. I love my cigars, I love my whiskeys, and there's a lot of other stuff coming too, but I figured I'll start with the cigars and whiskeys, and this is my first one with cigars. So for those of you who are into that sort of thing, I came across a really cool product. It's actually a portable cigar case, and it comes in this nice, it's like a velvet bag with drawstrings on the top here. And not only is it a case, but it's a portable humidor. And I personally don't have a whole lot of need for you know, those personal carry cases that can hold like 2 or 3 or 5 or how many ever cigars you might need. Mostly just because if I have a cigar that I'm going to carry on my person, it's going to be probably one. And in that case, I'm probably going to have it that evening or during the day. I'm going to have it within 24 hours probably. I'm going to carry it in my pocket somewhere where it's safe. And I don't really care about the humidity levels for a matter of hours before I spark her up anyway. So I don't really need one of those small cases. If I did, I'd probably just get one of the singles, you know, something steel or strong carbon fiber that's going to hold just one. But I just don't want anything big and bulky for something that I'm going to be carrying on myself. And most of those cases really are kind of larger, thicker, and I just don't like it. So this obviously is not small, but this is like a travel case. Like if I'm going away on a ski trip for the weekend or something like that. I actually just did that not too long ago up to Vermont, and I brought this. It's made by a company that I'm just starting to get acquainted with as far as some of their products go, because I'm intrigued by some of the stuff they have out there, and this is a good start. I'm a fan of it so far. I believe it's called Visol or Visol, V-I-S-O-L. I found them first on Amazon. That's where I got this. And I think they call this like the Little Joe or the Little Joey or something like that. And it's kind of 2-in-1. You have the case, it's aluminum, and you have it's a humidor as well. I mean, how cool is that? And as you can see, it works. It's right at the sweet spot there, just above 70. And it's pretty cool, pretty interesting how this all works. Both ends screw off. There's some good traction right here. Right, so the machining allows you to get good grip and to screw this off. Nice satin metal finish as well. Okay, so there's the inside, and yeah, and what you're just seeing here are just some cedar sticks that I have. I use those to light my cigars, which is nice. Those fit in there too. And there's plenty of room in here. You could probably get 3 to 4 cigars depending on how big they are, depending on the gauge of the cigars. The bottom screws off, and that's where you could put in whatever liquid you're using. I use that, I think they call it the 70/70 solution. Let me see what that's actually called. Let's see. This right here. Propylene glycol solution. And it works really well. It keeps the 70% humidity level in everything I've put it in so far. So as you can see, it works here too. And it saturates a fair amount. It doesn't take much though, and I kind of had to shake the solution in so it absorbs. But I just kind of rotate it like this, and it all just seeps in. And after you've done it a couple times, it pulls right in really easily. As you can see, there's some nice O-rings that's going to seal it for you to keep that moisture and humidity where you want it, and also keep outside elements out. What you're seeing here is just, well, I guess I'll just knock it out so you can see it. It's just something I put in there. I cut with an X-Acto knife 3 thin pieces of cedar, real thin, the kind of stuff you can order for cooking, that you could wrap, you know, fish or something like that, anything you really want, and cook it in for the flavor. Real thin. I just took 3 layers of it and I put them at the bottom in here, and the main reason for that is to separate. I didn't want to get any of this solution on my cigars. So that being said, as I screw this in here nice and tight, that's down at the bottom, and I can drop cigars in there and not have to worry about the tip of the cigar hitting the bottom and getting that solution on it. The main concept behind that is you just want to make sure you're not getting any outside influence on the flavor of your cigar. That's why I generally don't like using, again, in most cases, there's exceptions to everything. I don't want to seem too uptight about smoking cigars, but I generally try to stay away from lighters or matches because I don't want the sulfur or the lighter fluid to negatively impact the flavor of the cigar or even change it. It might still taste great, but I really want, if I'm paying for a certain cigar, I want to make sure I understand what that flavor is supposed to be and what the aroma is supposed to be like. So as you can see, you kind of have Cohiba colors, I guess that's the way I'd describe it, with the yellow and everything. Nice satin finish on it. It's pretty simple design and it works really well. Nice little touch that has this bag to put everything in. It fits it perfectly and it protects it so you can keep this looking new. You don't have to worry about scuffing it all up. So I just thought it was a really cool design and option, and I'm really glad I picked it up, and it's nicely made. I mean, nothing's loose, nothing falls apart, it seals up really solid. And a lot of products that I see for cigars and things like that, sometimes they can be a little gimmicky, you know, so it's kind of more of a novelty, and you can tell that this thing actually works because the humidity levels were dropping while everything was opened up. Anyway, it's between 50 and 60 there, more towards 60. Anyway, this actually works. I was pretty excited to see that. You know, it holds the humidity in there. It's durable. It looks nice, and you can get some pretty decent size cigars in there with extra room to spare, and you just don't have to worry about anything because it's in a big friggin', I actually don't know if this is aluminum or steel. It's probably aluminum. I think it would be heavier if it's steel, but at least it's really durable, you know. Nice strong cylinder like that. So, actually, you know what? Let me check something. Yeah, I was really prepared for this, can you tell? Actually, this is stainless steel. I take it back. So that's pretty cool. Just, I mean, honestly, if you're going to be testing the integral strength of, you know, to really notice the difference between stainless steel and aluminum, you're probably roughhousing it a little too much with your cigars on you. Yeah, I probably wouldn't carry my cigars around me if I was doing that. But hey, you have that reassurance knowing you got nice strong stainless steel on you. So anyway, this is, you know, what you see is what you get. I just thought it was cool. Wanted to show you guys my new toy, and I'm just glad I have it because I've already used it a couple different times now, and I'm really happy with it. So if you guys are looking for something like this, I think it's right around $32 last I checked on Amazon, and I think it's a pretty awesome little item to have for your cigars. Feel free to leave your comments and feedback below if you have any questions or suggestions. I'd appreciate it. Thank you much.